Alright, in this video I'm going to explain the beta oxidation pathway. This is part of the lipid metabolism discussion. So what we're going to start with is a fatty acid that is inside of the mitochondrion that needs to be broken down so it can be useful in metabolism. What will happen is that if you start with any fatty acid, right? We're just using the general term fatty acid, but it can be any fatty acid. Is you're going to transform that fatty acid into acyl-CoA. If you have this first enzyme present, namely thiokinase. All right, so step one is transforming a fatty acid into acyl-CoA molecule using the enzyme thiokinase. So what we're going to have next, let's go ahead and continue our cycle, is we're going to form next a trans 2 enoyl CoA. So trans 2 enoyl OYL CoA. If you have this enzyme present, acyl-CoA dehydrogenase. You also need some reducing power here, so you're going to have FAD play a role here. FAD comes in and picks up 2 hydrogens to become FADH2. So this is step number 2 to form a trans 2 enoyl CoA from an acyl-CoA. Then we continue with step number 3. We're going to form next a 3-hydroxy acyl-CoA. If we have this enzyme present, enoyl CoA hydratase. So you guessed it, it is a hydration. We have to put a water molecule in there. So that is step number 3. Next up, we're going to change this 3-hydroxyacyl-CoA into beta ketoacyl-CoA. Beta ketoacyl-CoA. If we have this enzyme present, hydroxyacyl-CoA dehydrogenase. We also need some redox potential here. So NAD plus is going to come in and it's going to form NADH. Next up, step number 5 is where we're going to form acetyl-CoA. If we have the correct enzyme, and that enzyme is beta ketoacyl-CoA thiokinase. Here, the coenzyme is going to come in, coenzyme, and it's going to form that acetyl-CoA. So we can just write it like that. CoAsh comes in and it forms the acetyl-CoA. So this is step number 5. And what will happen is this cycle will repeat, right? We can put a star here. It will continue. Let's put it like this. Continue cycling until 2 acetyl-CoA are produced. So each turn produces only 1 acetyl-CoA, right? The second turn is going to produce the second acetyl-CoA. So it's going to cycle twice. I want to summarize by saying, take note, we started with a thiokinase enzyme and we ended with a thiokinase enzyme. Then we had a dehydrogenase in step 2 and step 4, and in step 3 there was a hydratase. And that is the beta oxidation pathway. So you need to be able to draw this pathway out as well.